A2's Farmall 51 here in the Mini. Rep, what we got here today?
1950s Super A?
Yeah, 1950 Super A.
Super, I think.
Gentleman called me and wanted to get rid of this Super A, wanted somebody to have it. So I figured we might as take it for the chapter and see if anybody wants to do anything with it. I'm not sure. It's a little rougher than I thought, but they just wanted to give it away pretty much. Get rid of it and somebody to do something with it. They were moving and so they were having to get rid of it pretty quick. And just going over the tractor, it needs quite a bit of work. There's new brake bands on it. The touch control, I'm not sure what shape it's in. It's got pretty much a brand new. I think this is what he was in the middle of getting it restored. It's got a Lewisburg alternator on it. Lewisburg alternator and starter in Lewisburg, North Carolina. 2001 when that was rebuilt. New belts on it. I believe he said, if I'm correct, that the touch control was not, he hadn't gone through it yet. But you can still see it's still got some of the patent decals left on it. Take pictures of stuff like that because that's good to document things like that. You can see when you're restoring one, you can add little touches like that patent decal there adds a little bit to it, because you don't really see those much on restorations anymore. But you can see here, maybe you can see on the side of the block there, it's got a S up right here. That's a 1949. And all the dates on it are either at the tail end of 49 on into 50. So it's kind of a, well, a lot of the torque tubes and stuff show June of 50. So it's got to be late on the, it's a 49 block, but it's a June. Most of the castings on here are in June, July, May-ish, right in there. For when I've gone over, and it's got a pretty good little hit on the oil pan there. That may or may not be leaking. But, you know, you can't turn down a good tractor. There's one decent tire on the back here. And like I say, I believe he was in the middle of a restoration or tearing it down to restore it in early 2000s. And so then he just lost time with it and needed to get rid of it. But it's pretty neat here. They've added a fast hitch, 1-point fast hitch on this tractor. And that's something you don't see on the Super A, but it was a sort of a popular retrofit, I guess, to be able to use 1-point implements. And you would have seen a couple of these, probably, you know, people over time would do this just to, you take old cheap Super A and add a fast hitch to it so they can use some of their old 1-point implements instead of buying an expensive 140. But fast hitch seems to be in pretty good shape. Doesn't look like it's wore out too much. But this side tire, believe it or not, he said he moved it there. It's been 12 or 13 years ago. It's been sitting inside of a garage. And I pumped the tires up very cautiously. I've seen them blow out, pumping them up. And the tube on the other side, you could hear it moving in there, slipping. And it finally slid into place. This side here, everything pumped up and it held air overnight. But it will need back tires. It might be all right. Now the other one's on the back, on backwards, and that's because he said he took it to the tire place and they put it on the wrong way, and he didn't have time to mess with it after that. But it looks like it has a full set of cultivator arms and toolbars, no shanks, although there's the rear sweeps and arms and all that, toolbars, and there's a middle buster in there with that. And let's see, the casting code on here is like I said, it's June of 50. It'll be a 615T. That's the casting code on there. So it's mid-year 1950. International's pretty ramping up pretty good then, 49, and seemed to be 48 through 54. They were on fire with these letter series tractors. But yeah, that front tire there has seen better days. I'd be scared to pump any more air into that. And truth be known, that thing would probably last you another 2 or 3 years in the garden, but I would not want to trust it going down the road. Sheet metal, I'd say not in the best, but it's not beat up. It's a little rusty in places, as you can see up there. That's just, it does have a fertilizer distributor on it, and the rigging on the left side here for the chain to go down to the rear sprocket, which I don't see. The rear sprocket is missing. It may be in the box of parts they give me. Grill, not terrible, but it's repairable. A lot of times you can see down there where, especially somebody used the crank, but this here looks like it may have hit something. And a couple of those ribs are bent, but those ribs are repairable. There's some dies you can get to fix those. This here, good cosmetic or a welder could patch that back up, straighten this back here out, and somebody would have them a fairly decent functional grill. Now it's got the older tie rods on it. They are not bent, and they are not, it doesn't appear they have too much slop in them. He had this cap out, and the steering wheel actually slid out. Now the steering wheel is probably not in the best of shape either, but this here has there's no water pump. This is the thermo siphon system. So like I say, he's done some work to it, but it's just a rough old Super A that just needs a little love, a little time, and you can have a fairly decent usable garden tractor, I guess. But I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. It's up to the board of directors. They like I say, it was given to the chapter, the IH collector chapter 37 we're in, and told to do what we wanted to with it. So we'll see. And I hate to part a good tractor out, let the vultures get a hold of it and strip it down. And you know, and if it depends on how the block is. I'm not sure if he had it rebuilt or not. It doesn't appear to have been out of the tractor anytime soon, so I'm assuming it has not been rebuilt. But I mean, you never know, it could have been an older restoration or something. But it may be just destined for parts if nobody wants it, or like I say, you can just sit here and collect dust for a while. But anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Like I say, it's just save them if you can. Don't let them go to the scrappers. Let them get their hands on it. Although you do have to have some old ones out there to get parts off of to make some of the new. And you see it's got the flip up style pan seat on it. Transmission didn't sound bad. Everything goes into gear pretty well. It may just be, none of those want to go, but it did earlier. But like I say, all those are pretty decent shape. Nothing's froze up. Like I say, it's got a pretty new tire on it. You still got the hair on it, but I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. I'll let you know what we decide to do with it. If we decide to send it on down the road, part it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and